Hello, fellow robots out there in internet land. I am Sorbatron, and welcome to the next episode of the TekTopia Survival Guide here on the TekTopia Town server. And as always, guys, down in the description, very last link, all you need to join me on this amazing server with some amazing people out there. Yeah, click the link, follow the instructions, and you can join me here on this amazing free-to-play server. But let's get into things, shall we? So it's been a couple days since I recorded anything. I've taken a short little break, did some stuff around the house. I did do a bit of prep work before I started this episode, though. I have finished up this next kind of side for these homes up here, all decorated nice and pretty, following the same design we've been doing. So we have space for 24 more villagers. Before I get into the plans today, I want to go check on our shop. Our shop conveniently located in our pyramid here, due to some plugin magic. I haven't checked it since I last logged in, so let's... Oh, nice. Oh, wow. That's not bad. That is not bad at all. Let's add it to the pile. Add everything to the pile. I wonder what's sold. Decent amount of potatoes, wheat. Something had to sell a lot of. Birch. Oh, birch. Need to get some birch. Oak. Not selling those yet. Redstone. How is nobody buying redstone? Come on, guys. A little bit of lapis. Iron. I need iron. Okay. Oh, well, convenient. So I'm gonna restock all this now because, and I might go raise the price on the iron because that disappeared really, really fast. So I'm gonna do all that fun stuff, and I'll be right back. So our shop has been mostly restocked, specifically iron. I did raise the price to 4 emeralds for a half stack. I still figure if you buy this, you can make 8 iron chest pieces, or your blacksmiths can, and sell them for 40 emeralds. So you're still coming out, 10 to 1 profit on everything. But let's go into what we're going to do today. Today we're going to talk about some food variety, increasing our food variety. Right now, our guys are mostly just eating these meats here and some baked potatoes, and I want to introduce some player-provided foods that I can automate a bit, to include cookies and pumpkin pie specifically. Now, we are going to also expand and simultaneously reduce our animal farms in a weird way. So, what I mean by reduce is, I am not getting much in the way of chicken and mutton inside our storage. Got plenty of pork, got plenty of beef. It has decreased in its frequency a little bit since I added those new villagers. But I think the reason I'm not getting as much chicken and mutton is because these animal pens are just too big. They take too long to fill up, and then the butcher doesn't come by often enough. So I think reducing this back down to 18 and reducing this to match our pigs and cows will help things. But we're going to simultaneously double the pens. We're going to go from 1 pen to 2 of each. And we're going to increase our ranchers and our butchers. So we're going to go from 6 to 12 and from 2 butchers to 2, or 2 butchers to 4. Math's hard. Let me show you what I mean on why we need to do this. So since I added those new villagers, and even before then, our mutton supplies have gotten really, really low. Before, this double chest here was down into this row, and now it's slowly dwindling away. Our steak and our pork is pretty good. We're still increasing, just not at the rate we used to. I do have a bit more hidden down here, just because I ran out of room, which is my rainy day meat supply. So, the other thing we're going to do is, I made a little quick kind of pumpkin farm over here, just so I can manually do things, and a cocoa bean farm. Cocoa beans grow really, really fast. I had no idea just how fast they grew. Like, running around this thing and harvesting them and replanting them constantly, they just, like, it never ends. You can just go in a loop for days. I have a bit here, and before we get started, I'm going to make some cookies. I don't really have that much in the way of pumpkins, nor do I have the eggs, because I got rid of our chicken cooker up top. It was causing a bit of lag. I was getting some FPS, like, spikes, and I just didn't want to deal with it. So we're going to make some cookies. We're going to throw them into one of these food chests, not sure which. I think you just need 2 wheat per. So let's do that right now and get some cookies. Now, the one unique thing, I don't think I've explained this yet, is villager items won't interact with the crafting table all that well. I can click the cookie, the cocoa beans go in there, but you actually have to manually input the other things in there. Oh, that's a lot of cookies. Okay, we're gonna let that ride. We are gonna let that ride. We'll just have a single chest full of cookies. Our villagers will be all the happy. All the happy for our villagers. I think I have an empty single chest right over here. Yep, we're just going to throw all those cookies in there. So, I plan on moving our ranchers and animal pens underground like everything else, just to make things a bit better for me. bit more manageable. And we're going to use this western wall. Yeah, west. See, those things come in handy. We're going to use the western wall here. We're going to dig out behind that. And the way we're going to do it is we're going to go similar setup. We'll go sheep, chickens, pigs, cows, and then we'll like invert it on this side. And then kind of right in the middle, we'll have two little butcher huts. That way they're not having to travel all that far. And then over here on the eastern wall, we're going to set up some automated farms over here. So cocoa beans. If I need any wheat, I'll just come out here for right now, because a lot of times these ones in the corner, a lot of the times these ones in the corners here aren't touched too often, so that'll be really easy. And then on the opposite side, I'll do some automated pumpkin farm thing, some sugarcane, and do a little mini chicken cooker. Not cooker, but egg layer. Let's call it that, egg layer. Before we do all that, though, I want to get some baby villagers going, grow some children, because we're going to need 8 for this plan, which means I'm going to have 4 excess. I think I'm going to make them into miners, because it's always nice to have more diamonds. So I'm going to do all that and then get started on one of these two. I'm just not sure which, so you'll have to stay tuned to find out which one. I'm not gonna lie, guys. This little dig was probably the second worst one I've done. It reminded me when I dug this room behind me, because sand. All the sand. Look at my shovel. Look at it. It's almost done. Tons of sand, tons of gravel, because that's where the river was, and we filled some of it in with gravel, and it wasn't fun. But this is what I was talking about here. So we've got 4 animal pens on this side, so it's gonna be sheep, chickens, cows, pigs. I'm gonna flip those guys around. And then over here, it's mirrored. We're gonna go sheep, chickens, cows, pigs. And then in this middle bit here, we're gonna actually have our butcher. So that way, if butcher's on that side or this side, he can just walk right in and do his business. I'm gonna decorate this a bit more, but it's nighttime right now, and I wanted to, I want to go set down the tokens for the first half. I'm gonna actually have them fill in that far one first until it's about halfway full, and then I'll put the other tokens down. That way, it's equal-ish. It shouldn't be too big of a problem getting them down there. It might take a couple in-game days, which is fine, because if you saw a second ago, I'm going to place down some more hearts, because I just realized I don't have much wheat. Like, wheat is the one crop I can never really maintain right now, because we're feeding all the animals, and right now, I only have my chefs making bread. Where'd it go? They eat it? No, I've been hiding some of it. I only have them making bread because they went fully crazy on the baked potatoes. Just full-on insanity on baked potatoes. All the baked... No, not in there. But still, that's like 3 double chests of baked potatoes right now. More than I can ever use. At least right now. I'm sure we'll go through all of that by the time we're done with this. Which isn't for a very long time. Oh, I forgot a couple blocks. So hopefully this works out pretty well. I had some issues the last time I did this with them just taking forever. Now that we have 12 ranchers, though, this should make things go much, much quicker. Yeah, much, much quicker. So now I just gotta wait for all of our ranchers to start the mass exodus of the old farms down into, you know, Farm 1, and then eventually into Farm 2. Now I'm gonna go up top and place these down, because, yeah, those are all gonna become farmers, because we need a ton more wheat. I have toyed with the idea of turning off some of the farmer AI and making some of them only grow wheat. Where am I going? Where am I going? Only grow wheat, but I just don't want to deal with that, because then I have to find which ones I converted and all that shenanigans. So I'm gonna place these down, and hopefully I get back and both farms are, you know, decently populated, and we can move on to the next project. So it's been a little bit in real life since my last update. Lots of farmers, so we got 6 more of those guys, so supplies are going up. And I've done some decorations. I had to go off into the world, get some podzol, get some coarse dirt, and I'm stealing these paths from my Season 1 world, which I stole from my friend Cable Guy, but he won't mind. You should check out his video on it. It's really cool, really easy to do, and it makes things look oh so much better. Our animal population is finally at a point where our butchers are, you know, doing stuff and things with them, but our meat supply is still remaining pretty stagnant. Hopefully they pick things up fairly soon. I did do some decorative things inside here, nothing fancy. I figured a couple workstations, a sink, some hanging meats. I don't know why, in my brain that looks like meat and bones sticking out. I don't know, my brain works weird. And same thing over here, butchers are hard at work, killing some stuff and things. Actually, it might be nighttime now. Nope, just slowness. I did dig out this other area. It wasn't nearly as bad as I thought it would be. Very little falling sand, which makes my life oh so happy. So nice big room. And I've done some things in here. I've got our chickens in here doing their egg laying thing. Ooh, wow, I actually need to add some chests there. I didn't realize there was that many eggs in there already, which is great. I might have to cull the population a little bit, because that's going really fast. And this right here is the beginnings of a very, very old pumpkin farm. It took me a little bit of searching to find a design that works, and this is an Il Mango design from about 5 years ago, I want to say. It's fairly simple. It manipulates some of the mechanics that allow pumpkins to grow fairly fast. There are better farms out there, but I didn't want to build crazy towers. I wanted to fit everything as close as possible into this area back here. So I got to build a clock probably behind that wall. And then I'm going to use these same repeaters to mirror it on the other side, and then do another one over there. So I might push that wall back a bit more to fit, another farm, essentially. There are 7 little seed stems here. So that'd be 7, 14, 21, 28. And then I'm thinking about doing a second layer on top. So math, 56. 56 seed, stalk, things. Yeah, I don't know how fast that'll be. Probably faster than we need. Not insane by any means. I've built bigger ones of these in the past. Not this design, but bigger pumpkin farms in general. And then my other plans in here is I'm thinking about doing just essential storage for our pumpkin farm, and then eventually we'll be doing a sugarcane farm over there as well. That way it just comes to one collection point. And I realize I'm not going to need nearly as many cocoa beans as I thought, so I'm thinking about just sticking a couple, like, along this wall, just to make things easy. We're going to have a nice big space in here, so I might do some kind of floor decoration in here, because it's looking fairly plain right now. Still lots of work to do. This shouldn't take me too long, though. It's fairly simple. But yeah, I'll be back. Ooh, jump boost. Where'd you go? There we go. Yay, jump boost. I'll be back once all this is done. I'll probably do the cocoa beans and some starter of the storage, and then we'll move on to the sugarcane. Honestly, if somebody came in here and looked at this, I'm not 100% sure they would know what it was. But it is a pumpkin farm, and it has been working for a little while. I had some difficulties with the next part of the project I've done. But it's collecting right now into this double chest right now, filling up nicely, and we're going to take some of this right now because I need some pumpkin pie to feed to my guys. I've also done the, beginnings, actually not the beginnings, this is all I'm going to have for cocoa beans. That's it, nothing else, because they grow so darn fast that doesn't matter. Eggs. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I hate how eggs don't stack, it's really annoying. So this is what I'm doing for our sugarcane farm. This is a very old design, something on the order of 3 years ago, also from Il Mango. And it's really cool. I love the way it works. The one thing that I'm a little bit upset about is I'm not going to be able to use... Actually, no, I could probably still use... No, I can't. I cannot use these iron bars here, because items might fling into them and then land on this block right here, and that is bad. But basically what's going to happen is, this is like a weird double-sided craziness happening. Button temporarily just to test it, but it's going to fire all those, and then it goes one way, and then the other way, and then it'll fire all those. And I could even add a second layer to this. I'm not sure if I'm going to, though, but let me just show you. That was bad lag, but it works. I've tested it when lag wasn't as bad. I don't know what's going on right now. But yeah, I had to free-range slime hunt for this, guys. I spent about 3 in-game nights in a swamp biome just over yonder, and got about a stack of slime blocks. So that was pretty helpful, pretty nice. It was pretty good to get. I'm not enjoying that guy right there though, but we'll figure that out. But yeah, I'm gonna craft up these pumpkin pies now. That's gonna take forever because you have to do it for each stack of every egg, and that is super annoying. But my mutton supplies are just getting way too low for them not to have additional food. I don't know what it is. Steak's going up, pork's going up. Mutton is very fast going down. Very quickly going down. I'm almost completely out of it. It's very upsetting, and I just can't fathom why, because there's the same amount of sheep as everything else. But yeah. And they've been destroying cookies. Awesome. So I bet you this is gonna... Yeah, it's... How did that even happen? Like, it instantly got snatched up by somebody. Oh, that's impressive. But yeah, I'm gonna finish up this sugarcane farm, because, yeah, we need to supply our guys with more food. So I'll be back. I'll probably let it run for a little while, try to build up a decent supply of everything, and I still gotta hook up the storage, too. This is... Oh. Yeah, light is good here. And I need to probably wall off this sugarcane, because farmers. I'll be back in a bit. So our pumpkin pie factory, cookie factory location place is all complete. It's all done, and I figured I would check on our other food before we started. And yeah, mutton, you upset me oh so very much. But steak and pork, yeah, you guys are still doing good. I'm slowly filling up these, this double chest down here. I actually had so much pork I decided to trade a bit, which goes against one of my rules, but I don't care. Rules are meant to be broken. They are absolutely meant to be broken. Our cookies, it was 24 stacks, so it would have been filled up to here. So they've gone through almost 9 stacks of cookies already, which is good. Just giving them that additional food source is really going to help us out. And that's the whole reason behind today's episode. So let's take a look and see everything down in here. So sugarcane is all complete. There are 3 kind of modules. Each module has 26 sugarcane in it, so 78 total sugarcane kind of seed plant things. So I haven't done a full. I actually just finished a full test. I haven't seen the results yet. Decorative wise in here, I kind of did a little bit of inspiration from our library upstairs with the redstone lamps in the floor, some upside down stairs, some endstone, and then terracotta. And I went with orange because I thought it looked really good with the cocoa beans. I've never really noticed how similar they were in color, and I think they, just really complement each other really well. Item distribution wise, there's some simple dropper vaders back here behind each one, and they are very basic, very simple to build, nothing insane or anything. And then it just simply goes into a water stream behind that top chest up there. So let's take a look and see how our, pumpkins and sugarcane are doing after 1 hour of AFKing. Okay, 3 3/4 stacks. Like I said, not the fastest farm in the world, guys. We are simply doing this to give our villagers some more food. And almost 3.5 stacks of sugarcane. So eggs are fantastic. Eggs are just going nuts. I need to probably definitely reduce the amount of chickens in there. But with, 3 stacks plus 3 stacks plus, you know, 12 stacks of stupid eggs, that's 3 stacks of pumpkin pie we'll be able to give our villagers every hour we're here. And we are here very, very often. So I'm not overly upset about the rates of this place. I might double up that sugarcane farm to help increase rates of it a bit, because I'm probably going to need it to make some, rockets, because I've been stealing my villager sugarcane uh, to make these things. But yeah, overall, project success. I hope you guys liked today's episode. I absolutely needed this because our villagers need more food variety. But until next time, you guys have a good one.